Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother.
I believed for my entire life, until 5 years ago, that it was my vocation, my calling. It was what God wanted me to do, to be a stay-at-home mom, to raise babies, to let my Mormon returned missionary husband support our family while I made our home magical and decorated and made all of the organic food and kept the babies alive and drove them to their soccer and ballet. If you're new to me, that Mormon returned missionary husband one afternoon told me that he was going to go to Barrow's Pizza so that he could use the Wi-Fi and sit on his laptop and do some work away from the kids. And what he actually did was he drove to a gas station, picked up a 19-year-old sex worker. That wasn't the first time. After 24 years of marriage, he abandoned his family. 2 days later, I had to go to Trader Joe's and buy some milk and bread and some basic necessities. And I swiped my card that should have had about $250,000 in that bank account. And there was nothing. It was gone. I had to call a friend from the Trader Joe's check stand to ask if they could Apple Pay me so that I could buy the groceries. And I've been on social media for the past several years warning women that a man is not a plan. He is not a plan. And you know why I say that? Because I hear from the men all the time. Starting with my ex-husband Jake and all of the conversations and texts and emails that he sent my way, as well as hundreds of thousands of comments and DMs from men on my social medias. And here's what they're saying. I'll make sure my kids have what they need, although my ex-husband didn't, and only 40% of child support ever gets paid. So that's not anything to bank your money on. But if my ex-wife and I aren't together, any support for her is optional. I'm not paying her health care, etc., etc. The guy that you marry, he is not the guy that you're going to divorce. The day before our marriage ended, I was the most beautiful thing in the world. I was the best wife. I was the best everything. The next day, I was a bunch of words that I can't say on TikTok, or else this video is going to get taken down. Like that. In my opinion, the answer to this is my modified West 4Bs. No marriage before age 25. No babies before career. No financial dependence on a man. And no assumed domestic labor and childcare. You guys can figure that out together if you have kids. Who's going to stay home with the kids and who's not? There has never been a time in the history of the world where women were barred from being able to provide for their own resources. Women, in my opinion, have been pets and servants for far too long. A man is not a plan. He can be your lover, your roommate, your fiance, your domestic partner, whatever you want him to be. But your relationship is independent of your economics.